guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren. If you're new here, welcome back to another Taylor Swift video. It's an album release week. I really can't believe it. Doesn't it not feel real? Like, we don't have a single to like pull apart and dissect, so it doesn't really feel like a Taylor Swift album release week, but it is. If you're new to my channel, hi, hello, I'm Lauren. I cover, honestly, most things all Taylor Swift, a little bit of pop culture, lifestyle, travel, all mixed up into there. I do some vlogs over on my vlog channel, and I've been doing some pop culture Swiftie news on TikTok. Also, y'all, I just bought this jacket off of Amazon, and it's like super, super cute, and it's like the oversized vibe, and I thought I was like, cool, I'll just like throw it on for this video, but I'm sweating in this. And I turned the AC on. Yes, I do sweat on my upper lip. Super cute, right? We'll see if this jacket makes it all the way through the video. But welcome to a new style of video that I'm doing. I'm trying to edit a little bit less, make it feel a little bit more like a live stream, but a little bit quicker pace. All right, I'm 3 seconds into the video and I'm sweating already because there's just so much Taylor Swift news and stuff happening right now. So I'm just trying to bring you content that I can make quickly and that's fun and that's authentic for you. And I'm also standing, which you guys never see me do. And I'm trying to just find new places in my house to film. Yeah, this didn't last long. But I've got my glass of wine with a straw because I am known to get wine all over my teeth, lips, like in this video. I'm so happy she's back. These lyrics are like everything that I've needed. Hang your head low in the glow of the vending machine. Oh my God, why were you near a vending machine? Yeah, good times, y'all. Cheers. Let's get into today's video. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel, follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. Also, guys, I need your help. I'm starting a new series on my channel called Ask Lauren. So please send me any questions, advice, topics you'd like me to cover to asklaurenlipman@gmail.com. Let me know if you want it to be anonymous or not anonymous. Like, ask me anything. You can make them juicy. I feel like I've got a lot of wisdom and advice to share, and I'd love to just connect with you guys on that level again, trying to find the content that brings me life when Taylor Swift is not posting an album. You know what I mean? Cheers. So first things first, it's an album release week. I can't even believe it, but not even that. We're getting 2 music videos, 2 appearances on Jimmy Fallon, the Graham Norton show. I will put the schedule right here that Taylor Swift gave us. I am in Pacific Standard Time, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy about that. And of course, Taylor just like has my Google Calendar in her thing because you know how she always loves to like post and drop things on weekends that I'm busy. This weekend is me and my boyfriend's 2-year anniversary. And my sweet, sweet boyfriend is totally okay with the fact that we're laying low and I'm gonna be working probably all weekend, but we'll see what I can accomplish. If you feel like you're about to go into this Taylor Swift album release week alone, you don't have any Swifties to like enjoy and like pull this stuff apart with, you have the internet, sure, but we are having a giant Midnight's album release party in my Patreon for every single member. $5 tier is all it takes to join. You can join and then leave. Again, no pressure to join. I know that asking people to join an extra level of things, like just no pressure. I'm bad at promoting it and I wanna get better about promoting this amazing community we've created because it's like mostly Swifties, like everyone found each other and me because of Taylor Swift, but we talk about life, we do watch parties for different things. It's so much fun. Anyways, all of that stuff is down below, guys. I'm just so happy that you're here. I also just wanted to really quickly say thank you so much for everyone who left me such incredibly thoughtful, eye-opening comments on my last video. It was on a very delicate, sensitive topic, and honestly, the entire point of my video was that I just wanted all of our Swifties in every part of the fandom, no matter who you are or who you love or choose to date, that we just need to stop bullying each other and speculating on other people's lives. That was truly the point of my entire video. In no way was I trying to offend anyone or make anyone feel like they can't interpret her music any way that they want, because you totally can. I just really appreciate reading that comment section. I've just been really amazed and impressed by everyone's thoughts that we just all are here to listen to Taylor's music. So let's get into the topic that I wasn't able to cover last time. It has to do, again, I don't know if this started on TikTok or if it started on Twitter. I've heard it a couple of times though. In today's video, I'm gonna catch you guys up on a little bit of drama, just a little bit, not a lot. Then I'm going to give you my predictions for the Midnight's album track list and what each of the songs are gonna be about. I really wanna document this and get this up before the album dropped to see if I'm right, if I'm wrong, and I of course wanna hear what you guys think, because I always love scrolling through your guys' comments. You guys always just make me think of things I've never thought of before. So there has been a little bit of drama going through the Swiftie fandom that I don't quite understand. Essentially, there has been an air of some Swifties Swifties on TikTok and occasionally on Twitter that are upset with Taylor and the way that she's been doing the rollout of this album for Midnights, the way that she's been doing the rollout for the merch and the vinyls. They're saying that it's very capitalistic and it's giving capitalism and just all she wants is the money, and like saying this is limited edition and we don't know when it's gonna come back, and then they bring it back and it's just like, I don't understand what all the fuss is about, you guys. When Taylor Swift announces an album and says pre-order, pre-save, here are the options that are available, it's kind of well known among like OG veteran Swifties that you don't necessarily have to instantly hit pre-order, pre-save, because chances are Taylor Swift is gonna come out with a deluxe version, only exclusively available at Target, which she has done for years. She's going to come out with different versions, she's gonna have different vinyls. That's just like very normal to me, at least. A few of you who responded to my Twitter summed it up perfectly, and I'm just gonna read some of your tweets because it will just, you'll see where I'm at. It's mostly TikTok Swifties getting worked up over it. I think there's a lot of new fans there and they're absolutely not used to the way Taylor does promo. Ashley says, it's like they've never experienced an album release before. Taylor and her team have been releasing multiple versions of her albums with exclusive content for years. No one is forcing you to buy every single version of the album. This is what I really wanted to hit on. Like, this is just not new. Do you remember Reputation? Do you remember Lover? Do you remember the 4 different versions of the exact same CD that she released just because it had different pictures, different pages from her journal in them? Like, I say this in the politest way that I can, but are you new here? This isn't new. If you don't like it, don't buy it. People collect baseball cards and comic books and limited edition Pokemon cards. And in terms of the merch, I just, am I alone in saying that, Reputation era aside, I don't and I have not really been impressed with Taylor Swift's merch and the quality. Anyone else out there buy a $65 Reputation snake ring that arrived broken, broke within the week, or turned your finger green a month later? Yeah, we all did. What about the Swiftie towel for $50? This blew my mind. It bums me out, and there has been parts in my brain that have just been like, Taylor, what are you doing? But I know that it's not just her, it's a team. She's just approving things, but like, $50 for a towel that says Swiftie that cracks the first time you wash it? Not my vibe, personally. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but the stuff on Etsy is way better. But I feel like that sounds mean. Of course I want to support Taylor, and I do love supporting Taylor, but I also want merch that will be long lasting, in my opinion. And again, I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm not speaking for every piece of merch. I love so many pieces from the Stella McCartney Lover. That long t-shirt is amazing. I have a Reputation shirt, Reputation sweatshirt. That crew neck is super cute. I just feel like it's very hit or miss with that. But yeah, this isn't new. Taylor Swift likes money. Like, can you blame her? Don't you like money? I mean, she likes money so much that she is going back and re-recording all of her albums so that she is the sole breadwinner of her music. Again, that's not the only reason she's doing it. She has every right to make money on her art. That is her art, her handwriting, her life. I'm not saying that at all, but I guess I'm trying to like, reality check. This isn't new. Are we just like, is it fun to just start drama for no reason at all? I feel like I need like a series on my channel called like, Get Real. This isn't new. Welcome to the club. Back to your tweets. Molly said, nah, did we forget about the 1989 Polaroids? 8 different copies of Folklore, the Lover journals, the Reputation magazine, which, come on now, that was epic. She was literally on Subway cups and Papa John's boxes in 2012. People just want to be mad about nothing. Also, comment down below if you remember the days of the Papa John's boxes that Taylor Swift was on and the Subway cups. Ugh, it was a good time, man. Shannon said, I think the difference is that all the Lover diaries were available at once, along with the Folklore variants, so you could choose. This rollout has been very staggered and has created the problem of needing to cancel previous orders because a newer option was presented. This is actually a statement that I agree with. I am personally someone that, at the beginning of the video, I was like, oh, OG Swifties know to not purchase right away. When Midnights was announced, I purchased right away and I was so excited about it. And I ended up canceling that order because lavender is my favorite color, and after the lavender deluxe version was announced for Target, I got the CD and the vinyl from Target. It was also cheaper. So I do understand that. However, I emailed the Taylor Swift store on my official order. They emailed me back within 24 hours and I canceled it. It wasn't that big of a deal for me, but I do understand. Will it get canceled for everybody? Chances are human error will occur, and I can understand that. Molly also followed up by saying, I get being frustrated, but it's her job / her team's job to sell her music. I honestly think the signed CDs were offered for fans who didn't have a chance to get one. It also is hand signed, so it takes a while for her to do so. Unnecessary drama being created. Jasmine says, I never buy vinyls, but I will say that UMG's way of releasing merch annoys me. Things being available for a limited time and then you don't know what else is coming, so you buy the first thing. Then something better comes later and it all takes forever to arrive. That is a whole nother issue that I actually very much agree with, Jasmine. I feel like there's just been so many stories over the years, and not just Taylor. Ariana, Demi Lovato, Justin Bieber, people purchasing merch. I don't know if all of them are with UMG. At the top of my head, they might be, but these music labels have so much freaking money to play around. Like, you can't just invest a little bit more money to make this a little higher quality, a little easier. They have the technology. They're just not putting the resources in the right place because they know people will spend the money regardless because it has Taylor Swift's name on it. So I do understand that, and honestly, it just makes me pose the question to you guys, like, how much control does Taylor really have over this? Is it just her team? Does she even know about the nitty-gritty day-to-day stuff, or is it just her COO? I don't know how all of that works. It's pretty interesting, actually, but. So yeah, that's my take on the vinyl drama. I don't really know if it's a huge drama. I just knew that it was coming up and people were getting mad, and I was kind of just like, I'm sorry, do you know what it's like to be a huge global pop star and what it takes to sell your music? Like, leave Taylor alone. If you can't afford it, don't buy it. I don't know what to tell you. That's just my honest opinion. I want to know your guys' thoughts on this. Am I being too harsh? I am someone that also had to cancel my order, but I don't really, it took 2 seconds. That's my hot take on it. Moving on to my album predictions for Midnights. It's only a couple more sleeps till we have the Midnights album. People have been throwing around their predictions and I want to put mine into the ring. I was chatting about it today and I don't think I want to go through each of the tracks and like try and guess what Lavender Haze is about, Bejeweled is about. That'll be way too hard for me to do. Instead, I have come up with 13 sleepless nights in Taylor Swift's life that I think will be on this album. I don't think I'm gonna get them all right. I would like to hope that I get like 1 right. I tried to be as specific as I could. There are some that are a little bit vague, but I really want to know your guys' thoughts, and yeah, this is a big one. Definitely tell me your predictions. What are the 13 sleepless nights that you think Taylor Swift is going to be singing about? What's so different about this is that, like, before Folklore, we did not know if the album was gonna be about her life. Clearly, we now know that some were about her life, some were just totally random, just fun storytelling. We know, we didn't know that going into this album, but what's really cool and crazy is that Taylor's just feeling comfortable enough to share more of her life with us again, to actually bring us the music that we really wanna hear, which is the stuff about her life. So, let me know your predictions. Let me know if you think any of the ones that I have are right. I'm gonna try and blow through these relatively quickly. Yeah, these are just the ones that I thought. So I'm just gonna list them off in terms of the nights that I think she could potentially be writing these songs about. Okay, concept number 1. I think that one of the songs could be about the night before or after she wrote her open letter to Apple Music on June 21st, 2015. This was such a big deal. Like, I don't even think new Swifties even know how big of a deal this was for Taylor Swift and for all artists everywhere. I'm gonna just put the letter on the screen right here. You can pause if you wanna read it. I don't have time to go through the whole thing, but it's just like, it was stern, it was polite, and it just made so much sense. And she was like, hi, artists deserve to be paid for their work, so I will be withholding my entire catalog from your 3-month free trial for Apple Music. Sorry, Apple. And the very next day, Apple was like, you got it, Taylor. We'll pay them. Whatever you say, girl. Tell us how high to jump. It was amazing. It meant so much for so many artists and music industry. It was just a very, very big deal. That's concept number one. That to me is like, what a sleepless, like that is such a sleepless night, right? What are they gonna say? I am about to write this big letter to one of the biggest companies in the world, but I'm like one of the biggest global pop stars in the world. You know what I mean? Okay. I wanna be a little bit quicker about my concepts because otherwise I could just talk about everything on and on. Number two, I hope that there is something on there about the night after the Met Gala 2016 where she was dating Calvin Harris but danced with Tom Hiddleston, but she also met Joe Alwyn that night where she was in her bleached hair and he had his buzz cut. Summer of Hiddleswift was such an exciting summer. Number three, moving on to a little more serious topic, I predict that there could be a song about a sleepless night around the time that her mom was diagnosed with cancer. Similar to Soon You'll Get Better, I imagine that that is an extremely sleepless night in her life. I will leave it at that. Prediction number four, I kind of wrote this one directed at Lavender Haze, the track number one. I put Lavender Haze about the beginning of her and Joe's relationship and wanting to protect it. It could be around Cornelia Street, that you called, showed your hand, turn around before you hit the tunnel, sat on the roof, you and I, hope I never lose you. Okay, the wine is kicking in. I am predicting that there's going to be a song about the very beginning of their relationship. Like, it reminds me of Gorgeous. It reminds me of King of My Heart and We Rule the Kingdom Inside My Room. I think that we're gonna get something like that. Prediction number five, the 2014 Grammy Awards. Taylor Swift's album Red was up for the Album of the Year Grammy, and it was also against another album by Daft Punk called Random Access Memories. Random Access Memories ended up winning, and there's a few interviews and a couple times Taylor has told us about how it felt to be sitting there really thinking she was gonna win, and then the announcer just goes, Random Access Memories. And she thought it was her album Red. Like in the Lover journal actually, we got her thoughts and her actual like diary entries the night before that, but I wonder like the night after, like prediction, I don't know, could be wrong. And then speaking of award shows, prediction number six, I think the night after the 2009 VMAs where Kanye stole the stage from her and then Beyonce came out and gave it to her, and then Obama called him a jackass and everyone just essentially started the, yeah, you know exactly the moment I'm talking about. I would be very curious if that was a sleepless night. In her mind, she was such a young 18-year-old at the time. Whatever. Prediction. Speaking of which, prediction number seven for me is the night after or around when hashtag Taylor Swift is over party was trending, when Kim Kardashian called her a snake and released an edited video on Snapchat. And the fact that Taylor Swift, like, she was so rattled by this, like rightly so. The fact that she like fought back and she wrote that very, very famous note that ended with, I'd very much like to be excluded from this narrative, one that I never asked to be a part of since 2008. Yeah, I would be very curious to see. That was definitely a sleepless night in my book, right? Number nine, or eight. I don't know what number I'm on. I'm just gonna give you them all. Next prediction is the first night that she found out that her masters were for sale and not to her. I really, really think we're going to get something around Scooter Braun, which is that is probably one of my most vague predictions that I have on here, because I feel like of course she's going to talk about a sleepless night when literally her art and her work got like scooped up from under her and she has the money to pay for it. It just wasn't even offered to her. I would love to hear her thoughts on that. And she made it through all of that and it was absolutely amazing. Prediction number 9 or 10, the first time that she felt safe in London with Joe, like away from the USA paparazzi, and then she started this new life with him. I think that would be, you know, just like a sleepless night. Like, are the paparazzi gonna be coming out to see us? We're gonna go to a pub, we're gonna go do this, are they gonna, I just think that would be really nice, and I'd love to hear that perspective of the first time that she felt really safe with Joe. Another prediction would be a sleepless night after their first real fight, after Taylor and Joe's first real fight. And then to go along with that, my next prediction would be the night after she realized that Joe is the one, Joe is her person. Again, I am projecting, these are predictions. I could be totally freaking wrong, like totally wrong. This is just why it's fun to speculate on this stuff. I also think that my next prediction is that we could get a song around the night around the Reputation release. That was just a really big big deal. Like a really big deal. She popped out of the grave. She was testing out a new sound. She thought that everyone hated her. This was, I mean, kind of goes along with Taylor Swift's Over party, and I think that would be a sleepless night in my book. And then my very last one, I think this was 13 guesses, kind of similar to my last one, but I think we could get something around the time that she realized she really wanted to make pop music and release 1989. She's told us before, she sat in a room and was like, I wanna have it be synth and pop and this and that. And they were like, no, sweetie, you're a country artist. And she was like, I don't care. I'm going to make an album. It's gonna be called 1989. It's gonna sound like this. And she did it, and it turned into the hugest blockbuster of our time with the most insane tour. I've said it before and I'll say it again, my biggest regret in life is not going to the 1989 World Tour. I'm so mad about that, like so freaking mad. I think that would be a very interesting sleepless night, right? Like sitting there being like, okay, I'm Taylor Swift and I have so much success, all of these albums, but also in my mind, Red is not a totally country album. If you listened to I Knew You Were Trouble, whatever. That would be a very interesting sleepless night to hear her thoughts on. You guys, I want to know your guys' thoughts on my predictions. I want to hear your predictions. You guys always have better ones than me, so definitely comment down below. Let me know what you think. Also, this very special chaotic surprise, my prediction is that she's going to announce tour. It's going to happen. We've gotten some rumors. Some people who work at certain venues around the country have been like, yeah, Taylor Swift is doing a world tour next year. Tickets are gonna go on sale eventually. I think that her very, very chaotic surprise, which is I think being announced at like 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, is going to be tickets go on sale, bam. That's my prediction. But I think a lot of people think I'm wrong on that, but that's my prediction. Okay guys, I made this video a little bit longer than I meant for it to be, but I hope that you liked it. I really enjoyed doing it, recording this, it feels good. It's been fun to find a new type of filming style. I wanna know what you guys think, and let me know in the comments down below. You're awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching and just being here and commenting and liking. I love you guys. Can't wait, couple more days, woo! If you enjoyed this video at all, please, please, please make sure you leave it a like. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. I also might do a live stream Thursday, the day of album release, so stay tuned for that. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye, guys.